The zebra's famous stripes aren't for hiding. They're a weapon designed to be seen, slashing a lion's already low hunting success. This isn't camouflage, but a visual denial-of-service attack on a predator's brain, and it's brutally effective. The scientific term is motion dazzle, a phenomenon that kicks in at a terrifyingly close 20 feet. For a lion, whose vision is 6 times worse than yours, a charging herd isn't a group of animals. It's a migraine, a flickering, hypnotic wall of chaos they simply can't process. Once the herd hits 30 miles per hour, the confusion isn't just bad, it's unplayable. The visual distortion actually increases by 150% at high speed. A predator's brain, honed for millennia, can lose its lock in under 3 seconds. That's genuinely cursed. The optimal kill zone for a lion, between 10 and 30 meters, becomes the zebra's sweet spot for this illusion. The herd can bolt at 65 kilometers per hour, nearly twice an Olympic sprinter. With up to 100 individuals moving together, the effect is overwhelming. This drops a lion's typical hunt success rate from an already sad 20% to total failure. As the opening card shows, high-contrast stripes reduce a predator's strike accuracy by 40%. Scientists call this optical weapon motion dazzle. Researchers at the University of California, Davis proved this pattern acts like a biological firewall. Wait, actually, it is not stealth. It is a visual noise field that reduces predator edge detection by 35%. How does a zebra confuse a lethal hunter? When the herd runs, stripes merge into a shimmering grid. This optical illusion alters perceived velocity by 15%. Imagine driving a car when your speedometer suddenly lies by 10 miles per hour. That is absurd. The trick overloads feline motion processing, which expects uniform, solid bodies. On the open savanna, cover is scarce. Zebra herds build a moving wall of chaotic lines instead. Their pattern disrupts optic flow calculations by 25%. That ruins the predator's time-to-collision judgment, like your adaptive cruise control misreading distance on the highway. Deep inside zebra skin, specialized cells called melanocytes deposit dark pigment with exact mathematical spacing. Consequently, a lion's chase success plunges, leaving less than a 10% success rate in open chases. Subscribe to Viral Nature for more wild biological hacks. Evolution essentially created video game lag for apex predators. The zebra's coat pattern unfolded through a profound evolutionary journey, starting 4 million years ago, with plain brown horse ancestors. Wait, actually, as lush forests receded, those ancient equids were forced onto open savanna grasslands. Faint stripes began appearing roughly 2 million years ago. That makes striped horses older than our human genus Homo, which emerged 2.5 million years back. Did early striping really help? Herds with even subtle stripes suffered 15% fewer predator kills. In 2014, researcher Dr. Tim Caro showed how stripes disrupt attack trajectories, stating, "Stripes create an optical glitch." Over 2 million years, natural selection turned simple fur into tactical visual chaos. A single adult zebra wears up to 80 individual stripes. That is denser than lines on a supermarket barcode. Widths vary geographically too. Plains zebras sport stripes roughly 7 centimeters wide, about the length of a credit card, while mountain zebras measure 12 centimeters across. How fast do foals adapt? Newborns start with fuzzy brown coats, but sharpen into black in 3 weeks. Inside the womb at 5 months, melanocyte cells permanently freeze the pattern. Every coat is distinct. A herd member can distinguish up to 50 unique stripe patterns among its closest neighbors, like memorizing human faces. Early hominid hunters observed this optical confusion over 300,000 years ago, copying it for ancient body paint. At the molecular level, scientists traced this color switch to a gene called DKK1. genuinely cursed biological camouflage. Zebra stripes reach their most disorienting point at precisely 20 feet, enough to stop a lion cold. Imagine a 190-kilogram lion charging at 60 kilometers per hour across open grass. It enters what's effectively a fatal ambush zone. But here's the kicker. The predator has just 0.4 seconds for a life-or-death targeting decision. Creepy, right? Closer, at 15 feet, these high-contrast stripes, 3 to 5 inches wide, begin to shimmer like a glitching TV screen. That's like trying to grab a spinning disco ball while sprinting blindfolded through a pitch-black alley. The lion's visual cortex, processing new input every 80 milliseconds, experiences a sudden cognitive overload. In 2019, Dr. Martin Howe at Bristol University confirmed that these dazzle patterns warp speed perception by 30%. Spread across 1.5 million square miles of African savanna, a zebra's panoramic 360-degree vision provides an early warning before any attack even begins. So what happens when the apex predator gets within 10 feet? Total visual breakdown. Targeting accuracy drops by 40%, leading to a wildly inaccurate leap. Actually, a lone zebra is 40% more vulnerable than one in a fleeing herd of 50. That frantic, last-ditch pounce misjudges depth by 0.2 seconds, turning a potential kill into an embarrassing tumble in the dust. Nature's hypnotic defense system scores another win. The resilience of zebra herds across African landscapes proves 3 million years of evolution created a masterclass in optical disruption. Lions targeting zebras face a 25% higher injury rate than those tackling massive wild buffalo. Unhinged, right? How do simple lines beat claws? Military strategists actually studied dazzle camouflage to hide naval warships. Modern visual testing shows disruptive stripes cause a 17% drop in targeting accuracy. That is like a champion dart player missing 1 out of 6 routine throws. Because dazzle works, zebras maintain larger herds that completely reshape savanna grasslands. Even reef fish copy this trick, gaining a 15% reduction in deadly predator strikes. Growing these exact high-contrast stripes burns 20% of resting calories during embryonic development. That metabolic cost equals the power bill of your own brain while sleeping. Predators continuously adapt, driving an endless genetic arms race across generations. AI image scanners now predict lion attack failure with 85% accuracy using pattern algorithms. Wait, actually, did stripes evolve for cooling? Not really. Stripes lower skin temperature by just 0.5 degrees Celsius, less warmth than a single human breath. Imagine tackling 1,000 opponents wearing identical flickering optical illusion jerseys in a chaotic stadium match. These pattern loops permanently rewired the hunting tactics of all African carnivores. Evolutionary biology rarely produces such stunning and effective defenses against apex predators. This ancient optical trick guarantees a 90% survival rate against ambush strikes today.